Oh, hello there! Welcome. This is the Thursday, November 6th edition of Titan TV. Don't mind us, we're just enjoying a good old read before the broadcast. But without further ado, it is time to tell you about campus happenings. I'm Steve Santucci.
I'm Gina, Blaskie.
Let's get down to campus news.
On Thursday, November 5th, starting at 5:30 p.m. in the Davidson Room, the International Studies Development Studies team will be hosting the Oxfam America Hunger Banquet. The Oxfam America Hunger Banquet, first held at Illinois Wesleyan in 2003, is intended to help spread awareness of hunger and poverty and their impact on the world. Tickets are available to everyone for $5 each and can be purchased at CLA 150, the Dugout, and possibly other areas on campus. So make sure you look for the signs. There are only 50 tickets available, so make sure you get your tickets right away. The money taken will be given to an organization that helps fight hunger.
Sounds like a great cause. And a cool idea, too. Next up is the International Students Colloquium, which is entitled The Wall is Gone. It's being presented at 7 p.m. in the Beckman Auditorium. The colloquium is a roundtable marking the 25th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. This is a unique opportunity to hear first-person accounts from colleagues about their experiences in divided and reunified Germany. You'll also gain some knowledge of German and Cold War history in the process. A full list of the speakers at the roundtable is included in the description below.
The 2007 film, Love in the Time of Cholera, will be shown at 7 p.m. in the Beckman Auditorium. The film is inspired by a 1985 Spanish novel of the same name that revolves around the ideas of love sickness and the endurance of human relationships. So those students interested in seeing some great cinema based off of a now famous international book are encouraged to attend.
Creativity for Change is hosting the second annual Entertain to N7 to benefit the organization N7. Come with your spare change for a night of music, comedy, raffle prizes, and philanthropy. N7 is an organization seeking to end 7 neglected tropical diseases, or NTDs, by the year 2020. Affecting 1 in 6 people worldwide, NTDs cause blindness, debilitation, and death. It takes only 50 cents to get one person the necessary medication to prevent all NTDs for a full year. It's so small and yet so important, so together we can see the end. Entertain to N7 will be starting at 7:30 p.m. on Saturday the 8th in the Jocelyn Atrium. More info about the event is provided in the description below.
On Sunday, November the 9th, starting at 5:30 p.m. in the Hanson Student Center, the African Student Association will host its annual African Culture Night. The event is to educate members of the community about Africa and expose them to the culture of some countries in Africa through dance, performances, fashion, and food. This event also marks the end of the African Culture Week sponsored by the African Studies team and African Students Association.
On Monday, November the 10th, Paul Kroll, Associate Professor of Sociology at Augustana College, will present his new work with data from The Boundaries in the American Mosaic Project. Kroll is an expert in the field of critical race and whiteness studies and the co-author of Race and Ethnicity, The Basics. He has published many articles in top sociology journals about U.S. racial attitudes, white racial identity, and colorblind ideologies. The colloquium is being held in room 202 in State Farm Hall, starting at 4 o'clock p.m.
In the Beckman Auditorium, running from 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m., Meg Rinkner, Associate Professor of Political Science at Purdue University Calumet, will be giving a speech entitled Women's Bridging Networks, Building Democratic Infrastructure, sponsored by the Mellon Center, Department of Political Science and Women's and Gender Studies.
Well, next up is the non-org. We've been announcing this for a few weeks now, but as part of the continuing non-org programs, members of the IWU, American Association of University Professors, will be presenting the next non-org on November the 3rd from noon to 1 p.m. in the Davidson Room. This non-org is called Sexual Assault Education Efforts, and it'll touch on various issues surrounding sexual assault on college campuses across the nation.
On Wednesday, November the 12th, the Career Center will be hosting a nursing career fair running from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the Memorial Center. Admission is free, and resumes and professional dress are recommended. The fair will be a good time to gather information and make professional contacts with healthcare and graduate school recruiters. Also on Wednesday, November the 12th, the IWU Peace Garden Student Market will be back on campus. They'll be selling their fresh produce from 12 to 2 p.m. on the quad near the dugout. And finally, IWU Next is modeled on the idea of TED Talks, giving speakers 7 minutes to share something that they are passionate about. This could be anything like interesting research, community work, or a compelling idea that the campus should know about. Past speakers have talked about the myth behind the power of one in movement building, the importance of interfaith work, and entrepreneurial endeavors original to our campus. The talks will be held in the Hanson Student Center from 7 to 8:30 p.m.
In more global news, the Peshmerga Kurdish fighters from Iraq have crossed the Turkish border and are beginning to aid their embattled Syrian Kurdish brothers in Kobane as the 6-week battle with the Islamic State, ISIS, rages on. This is the first time in several weeks that the Kurds have received direct aid from any outside source. Kobane is a major border town between Syria and Turkey, and this battle will play a deciding factor in whether or not ISIS is able to continue advancing throughout the country of Syria.
In other global news, Russia has agreed to begin selling gas to Ukraine again. Russia had stopped giving Ukraine gas subsidies and demanded their debt be paid before any more gas be sent to Ukraine. This was at a time when Ukrainian insurgency was still raging and had tanked Ukrainian-Russian relations. However, with the onset of winter, both sides, along with the European Union, have reached an agreement to begin having Russian gas available to Europe once again.
And finally, in more domestic news, U.S. Marine Andrew Paul Tamaresi was released from prison in Mexico over the week. A Mexican court dropped the illegal gun possession charges held against him, and they're releasing him to his family. He had been held for 214 days. And now on to Titan Sports. The Illinois Wesleyan football team lost 45-24 to number 23 ranked North Central in Naperville last Saturday. It puts them at 3-5 and 1-4 in conference play. They'll take on Wheaton this Saturday at 1 p.m. to try and break their 3-game losing streak. The Illinois Wesleyan men's cross-country team finished 6th at the 8-team CCIW Championships held last Saturday. Meanwhile, the IWU women's cross-country team finished 3rd at that competition. IWU's own Claire O'Donnell was 12th and named the CCIW Freshman of the Year. Congratulations, Claire. Women's soccer defeated North Central 3-0 this past Saturday on Seniors Day. They're 13-5-1 and 5-1-1 in conference play. And finally, IWU women's volleyball received their 20th win with 2 victories in last weekend's tournament at Tucci Stadium. Maddie Graybar and Emily Knowles were selected to the all-tournament team as well. Congratulations. The team is 20-11 and 3-3 in conference play. Congratulations all around for everyone in Titan Sports, and good luck this upcoming week.
That's all the time we have for this week's edition of Titan TV News. I'm Gina Blaskie.
And I'm Steve Santucci. Go get 'em,
Titans!
Titans!